So what you're going to see is the blessing of the place. The stupa is right inside. The relic of the Buddha is still inside. So the blessing of the place. There's blessing of the time. That means a certain period of time that you do become extremely more powerful because of the time that we do. Like the Buddha Day we call it. So Buddha was born, then achieved enlightenment, and then Paramanava on the 15th day of the 4th lunar month. That one day becomes extremely powerful. Then Buddha descends from Sushita. Buddha first turned the wheel of Dharma. So those are called Buddha Day, where every marriage is multiplied by 100 million. So there's the blessing of the time. Then there is the blessing of the congregation. That means who you come with. The teacher, the venerable, then you get more. Then there's a blessing. That means there is more stronger imprint planted, merit planted. Then there's the blessing of your effort. Then the blessing of what is being spoken, what has been spoken. So when all are, so you don't, for us to have the blessing of the place, we come for pilgrimage. Then so right now we got this opportunity to become very rare Buddha relic right in front of us. And so definitely just now by going one round, so when we walk 3, you see they will try to walk 3 rounds. So later we finish this, then we will slowly walk another 2 more rounds mindfully, then we can really experience the serenity, the blessing of the place. So this is something very unusual. Most of the stupa open, but this is really covered. So it's really like kept inside. But what you do not see is means it's still very pure. It's not 没有沾到. So the Buddha cannot be tainted lah. 我们说磁场, so the Buddha cannot be tainted one. But because it means whoever handle the thing. So some of the temple in Tibet itself, well, some of them practice the spirit, the Shukden. So some of the temple we don't go because it's got 磁场. That means it's already destroyed by the people. They say Sikhism. You cannot get realization when 2 groups of monks, then they argue, they quarrel, then they split. Then you go there and practice, you will never get any realization because of the negative imprint, the 磁场 already gone. So right here we get the blessing of this place. So in Singapore, the only thing you can really get is the blessing. The day, the time is always fixed on. The other one is your effort. So there's definitely a difference between doing it live and through Zoom. That's the difference. Yeah, obviously live is more powerful. Definitely there are more stronger imprint. But it all can be mitigated by one thing. Your faith. You got enough faith. You transcend space, time, seeing, not seeing. Because practice is with your mind, not your eyes seeing someone's there. It's the mind. You could be in front of someone, but you got no faith, you cannot. So now you do not see the Buddha relic. You have to think of the relic we saw in the Delhi museum. So Buddha very skillfully sort of guide us, Rinpoche guide, you know. First we go to the museum, we see all the relic first. Then you all know not relic, you know, I saw many pieces already. So you don't need to think how the relic look like, you know, is it? So you all know exactly the relic look like in the Delhi museum, got 2 small. We're extremely fortunate, so good. So to sit, right? To sit, so the backs need to be straightened. So I show you, when we say the straighten, right, the shoulder cannot be up. That means you leave our shoulder. Shoulder should be just relaxed. So you are sitting on a flat ground because some of you all don't have cushion, but then the leg, it preferably we try to do whatever you sit comfortably. Then you want to lock the position here, right? So some of you all sit like that. This is called the normal sitting. Some is half, so like that. Then some is called full lotus. So you bend your left leg, you pull inside, then your right leg, you go across, then you pull up. So when you lock the position, your mind becomes more stable. So first is the leg, the back, the shoulder, the hands. The hands are like that, left, then right on top. This stands for compassion, this stands for wisdom. So the compassion always need to have, we call it rested by wisdom. So you can still handle all the difficulty when you see people suffering around. Then you've always got wisdom to support you. Or else, no, you become so sad, that I cannot do anything. But when you understand the wisdom, you realize that is impermanent. That's impermanent. And why they suffer? Because they grasp impermanent thing to be permanent. 他们执着, they hold on. Ignorant means holding on something that's inherently there. But when you see the thing as impermanent, when you don't hold on, and you understand all these are empty of true nature, nothing, then you start to let go. So by understanding wisdom, you know that by applying the antidote, all shall be free. That's what Buddha says. All things are impermanent. All impermanent things are in the nature of suffering. All things are empty. Means all things are dependent arising. When we talk about dependent arising, there's 3 levels of dependent arising. One dependent arising is called things come from cause and effect. So that's dependent arising. There's called cause dependent arising. There's one more layer of dependent arising. Things are made out of parts. Things are dependent on the parts. The whole is dependent on the parts, and the part is part of the whole. Like when you think of the apple got the skin, the stalk, the shape, the weight, the smell, the juice, the water. So when you think of apple contains parts. That is called another level, the subtle. The final, the most subtle dependent arising that we talk about, things that is valid base, merely labeled by the mind. So yesterday I said Tenzin Samsen is a name, right? Sound. 名言，名呢就是你写出来的名字哦，言就是把那个名字讲出来。这东西不是那个他呢，不是嘛，对不对？只是一个名言而已。但是也是你看到他呢，也是一个名言在那边安利下去呢，我无可能称呼他叫什么名字。但是我们第一刹那所看到的只是他的表象，他的表象是一个因缘习俗凑在一起，一种前面所看到的表象，我们说，然后呢，我们观待看了，然后我们安置一个名称在那边，这个就是最细分的缘起因。我们说东西没自性也是观待施设名言安理。So everything exists on a valid base, merely labeled by the mind. So we sometimes use this term, the basis of vaccination, the vaccination, that means the label, and the vaccinating, how you go. So laboring on the valid base. So when we do meditate, then you must try, every movement that you do, you must be mindful. This means what? This means what? Always try to be aware. Bring the awareness back. Recall. This means. So as you do things a bit slower, we will be more mindful. Shoulder relax, not up. Then the neck is slightly. That means your body. You realize your neck is supporting your weight, your head. Your head is not like that one. You won't meditate like that. It's slightly looking, gazing it down, almost like little tilting to the front, and then the eyes, if possible, in the beginning we try to close the eyes, but if possible to let a little light come out. Right? Your meditation not to your eyes and power. You open a little bit eyes, a slew of things, so that you don't fall asleep. It's easier for you. If you can, in the beginning you cultivate this. Next time, whatever people movement, you're not distracted by movement, because this is got light. It don't make you have too much of dullness that you fall asleep. So there is two main obstacles for meditating: excitement and dullness. Excited means 很兴奋哦. Then dullness means. So how to use the breath for this? When you breathe in, is to negate the dullness. When you breathe out, is to make your mind more relaxed. Excitement go down. So breathe in, out. 1, 2. So the counting is not 1, 2. No. So you focus on one point. So you can either, in the beginning, our breath, our concentration are very coarse, very rough. So you can probably feel, you almost have to try to, okay, I can feel the breath here. Then you go, then out, from the nose come up, then you rest. Two. Mentally count the thing, 1 to 10. If you quite good to 1 to 10, then you count 1 to 10 again. If you cannot even count 1 to 10, don't try 100 because you sure fear one. So you count 1 to 10, pretty good. You count 1 to 10, hey, not bad. 1 to 10, you always get it. Okay, now we are talking. Then you say I'm talking already. I think I got chance. So you count 1. I did 2 sets of 1 to 10. So you did 20. Oh, I can do 3 sets of 1 to 10. When you reach 100, yesterday I say you reach some basic form of concentration, stability. That means your torchlight here on quite bright lah. That means you can shine on the object. No, it's like yesterday 停电 on off. So you need to charge enough. So to meditate means focus on an object. When you do meditation, count 1 to 10 means you can count 10. It's probably 1 to 10, probably about a minute, maybe less than 30 seconds. You take about 3 seconds for your 1 breath, 2 breath, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So you don't count like that. I'm just giving you some idea. So 10 breath means roughly 30 seconds. How about 30 seconds? So when you're able to count 10 sets of 10, you can you can do for a couple of minutes. So usually you say you try to hit for 10. So I give you some idea so you know what to aim for. So the head is slightly looking, the eyes is, they say in the text is to look at the tip of the nose. So try to focus. Meditation is not. So at least they will ask someone, hey, where to look? Look at around your nose. You know, no people will ask it. So Buddha say, look at the tip of the nose. If your nose very flat one, don't try to look. Then your eyes will be very funny. Your nose very flat one, don't try to look. Then those are more long, very long ones. So the idea is look at just the tip. So at least you know where to focus. The idea is that you focus somewhere like down, gazing down. They say gazing down. So eyes, head, shoulder, back, the hand, the legs. Then one more object is the breath. So they say over here, like this part here. Then I find very good to in a cave because air cold one. I can definitely know I'm breathing cold air. Then come out, I can feel the air a bit more warm. Warm, cold, warm. For me, I can feel this, and because in the cave is relatively cold. It's not relatively, it's cold. Like you meditate in the fridge lah. You go inside fridge lah. It's about maybe. Usually the constant temperature inside okay maybe not minus about 10 degrees, 10 degrees. So the air is always cold. So you breathe in cold air, hot air. So you breathe, you feel the sensation. 1, 2. So you no need to put a rhythm. 1, 2. No, you do naturally. So in the beginning you say at least 1, 2. So you figure out. So okay, so we're going to do this exercise. There's no, every meditation session is a good session. Remember this. Every meditation session is a good session. It's like you start work already. It's not every day payday one. You have to work for 30 days. Then you suddenly, 师父, I can count 1 to 10. No. So you got 1 to 10, text me. I will give you 1个小心点赞你，好不好? You know, last time when we were young, we write very good, then teacher give you 1 star. Then you put a bit of glue, put 1 star. Then 点赞, you sing, then you become very happy. Sometimes I will encourage you. So this counting the breath, counting the breath to get it to a certain point is something we must do. If you don't have, our torchlight very weak. So you cannot understand the thing, you just got some idea, like vaguely see. You want to see the point. So to analyze, your mind must be a very strong mind, very powerful light. So you can see the object very clearly. And it's the mind. So obviously the rest of the thing help. You make offering, you circumambulate, you do prostration, you do mandala. So as your mind become more merit, Then very simple, means you got a lot of money to, when you practice, other people take long time, but you just, I understand the thing. Almost, it should be like that, right? Your mind will have this feeling, should be like this. It's almost like natural. You don't need to, your doubt will lessen. Usually when you do the purification practice of current merit, your doubt will lessen to a point that, should not problem, right? So I got one teacher, a Chinese orchestra. So he played Erhu, he played for the Singapore. So I and him, where's Leonard? I and him in the same secondary school. I played the Yangqing, he played the Erhu. He played the Erhu. So my teacher, then he's an incredible, Lan Yingxian. So he's a very famous teacher, music teacher. He was the first Erhu in the Singapore SCO, Singapore Music Orchestra. One day he got prostate cancer, was really bad. And the doctor said that when we got maybe 6 months, he decided first thing to do, I don't want to go chemo. And he said that I must meditate. And he's, I play music go away because he need to cure himself. So he meditated. So his cancer marker was 3,000 or something like that, 3,000. He meditated, become 300, and meditated, become 30, and meditated, become 3. He sort of cured himself. So he was able to focus his mind. So I said, talk to him. So when you meditate, what you feel? 我会感觉到每个人，我会感觉到每个人都对我好。You start to feel the kindness of the mind. You know, he start to feel his mind, and the nature of mind is kindness, empathy. You start to know that everybody is you, and it's you, every one of us. Our inherent nature got the Buddha nature. It's inside, active inside, waiting to be discovered. Like there's stupa here, you must dig. Then you go, oh yeah, really got stupa. But now you base someone who dig already, they cover up. You didn't see, doesn't mean the thing not there. You have to have faith in someone's words in the very beginning. And you need to try. So he meditated until his cancer, he's free of cancer. During the power of mindfulness, he said, when I do, then I start to feel everybody is kind, then he starts to tear. And I say, I want to help people. And he's such a good meditator, his Zhong-yi, teach him the simple meditation, Oh, one day the Zhong-yi told me that the Zhong-yi tried to poison him because he's so sensitive giving the drug. He said, how come I do this drug different? And I checked this medicine. So he did not tell the Zhong-yi he tried to poison me because the Zhong-yi was jealous of him. He becomes such a great thing that so many, he go and teach people meditate, so many people come. But he's saying, 不忘初情, he also helped me before, He sort of take all the medicine, don't eat anymore, don't go anymore, and he quietly just do his practice. 现在照顾孙子，每年过年来看师父一次，就是这样。So when he shared with me, there was a deep conviction of your mind when you give enough. So he's so amazing, His first sitting, every time he sits 4 hours. And because for musician, 他们的耳朵很灵的 they are able to concentrate very well when they play. They tune so rare, so it's very clear one. The A note, now I can hear 316 hertz. The thing is very sharp. So he focused what he was doing all the while, concentration, and he focused back to his mind. Quite amazing, He literally cured himself, Literally cure. I got one more teacher also got stroke but play pipa one. But the person Christian, I don't know how to talk to this person. But he got some faith out. He told me, so we pray. So I think now it's a little bit better. All of us will fall sick. All of us will fall sick. But if you do this very well, so later as we go out the walking meditation, usually meditate we don't carry pao one. It should be like what me like where you put your hand like that. Just gaze down. Just gaze down. Just release whatever conceptualization. Release the conceptualization. All the door, the sound naturally will have. Just focus on the movement. You need to practice. If you all walk 1 million rounds, you're pretty good at it. Maybe how to walk how many rounds? I like to say you need to practice, they say for 5,000 hours. If you practice 1 day, 1 hour a day, you need 5,000 days. 5,000 is pretty long. 10多年 But if you practice 2 hours a day, you cut by half. You practice 3 hours a day, cut by half. Those people who are serious when they do the Satipatthana, Lord Shakyamuni Buddha say, in 7 days, you could become a stream enterer. You could have seen the true nature of your mind in deep awareness. When you get that realization, you know you get. You cannot ask the person, hey, I get no. That means you haven't get yet. When you ask people, do you get it? That means you know you haven't get it yet. When you get it, you know that you get it. 无言可启. It's something like how to tell the person the thing is beyond the description. So the only thing is effort. So Rinpoche, this life has showed the aspects incredible. You must understand his last life. His last life, he was a lay practitioner up in the Laudo cave. So before Rinpoche showed his previous life, Kunsang Yeshe. So he got a meditation box. I also got one meditation box in Laudo. One box. It's up. So it's like this. So prevent the wind. So prevent you from lying down. So like kuno, you like that. Kuno like that. No, like during session you don't fall asleep one. So he meditated about 40 years inside there. Until the leg, right? After a while. So his this life, Rinpoche, this life mother, mommy when young that time, then the Kunsang Yeshe, Rinpoche last life will show special affection, come inside, offer some tea, let her drink. Then she treat her a little bit special. So before Rinpoche show aspect of the previous life die, he go to his good friend, one called Cherok Lama, respect one. He say, okay, tell you, that young boy, right, that one is me already. So in case they screw up, come find you must tell them. Yeah. So when Rinpoche was very young, he always tell his mother, I want to run to the cave. He every time run back, then the mother will pull back. Then he had to pull him. Then his mother afraid he go to Laudo cave. You take him and then put him where? Put him in Roaling where I am now. So Rinpoche stayed from 7-year-old to 12-year-old. There's a very cute picture of Rinpoche sitting by the stupa one. Oh, I got the picture, I will send to you. So the stupa is still there. The room where his uncle beat him one. So you should jump on sharing yesterday. The Geneva Convention come and talk to them, children right. Children got right. If they don't cut hair, cannot tell them don't cut on, must cut on. It's their right. Where got monk don't cut hair? Correct or not? So they take your Western ideology. We can respect you whatever you say we hear, but nothing to not to agree what you say is correct. So I think we must have this approach now. We respect everyone. We respect doesn't mean I agree what you do is correct. We got to be right, not there. Neither we must impose on them. So in the case for only 5 years or about 5 years, you know what. So in the case of council, so in previous life he meditated for 2 years in the condition of previous life. So that's why this life he showed this aspect. So some of your can 40 years this year you see. I got one more meditator, I will send to you the picture. She never left the cave. She was in the Himalayan area. She don't cut her face. She look at her face. She's a yogini. You look at her. They are really so blue. She looks like she just followed the picture of her and he gave off to her. She gave off to her. So some great teachers have been Lima and the Parasi. Especially the Dr. Master, stay up there. I benefit sentient by staying alone. Whatever I teach will benefit because very pure, not tainted by any thought. There's one great teacher called Zapato Rinpoche. When he taught the guide to the Bodhisattva way of life, whenever he teaches the guide to the Bodhisattva way of life, flowers will fall down. There will be rain of flowers. And then he got many students. He's a wandering yogi. Whenever there's so many people gather, he said, I got to run away. No, they will use me to solve their this life problem. That's fighting. They're becoming like, I will go away. So that they will remember what I tell them to do. And then, so you realize all these are very skillful action. So for all you cultivate this meditation. My teacher Lama Yeshe is the best gift you give yourself. You can buy yourself a watch or mala or nice cushion or bag, but nothing beats the mind. because this mind will go to the next life. Your imprint will make it easier. That's why we hear the oral transmission, so it make it easier to understand. Especially in a powerful place you hear. I received something very from my teacher, Vibhu Rinpoche. Certain teaching is 1:1. So I received a 1:1 from him. I find that one very special to me. You know, Rinpoche should manifest not around now. No way you can get a 1:1. And Rinpoche received from Doje Chang, Papongka Rinpoche. When we say Papongka, we say Doje Chang. Doje Chang means Vajradhara. When we say Kyabje means lot of refuge. My lot of refuge, the lot of all my refuge. My teacher, Kyabje Sopa Rinpoche. So Kyabje means refuge. Rinpoche means the precious one. I always say, oh, you're Rinpoche already. You are. You don't say my name is Rinpoche. Whatever. But you say that you're a precious one because you got a perfect human rebirth, not wrong. So you can think this way. Very, very precious. Then very, very precious. Good. So now we sit up straight. We just do about a minute or 2 minutes. Then I did not bring my thing. So next place we go, right? I got one little bell. Someone offered me from Japan one. It's very small but very sharp the sound. So ding. So I don't have the thing. Anybody got the thing bell? Handphone got the thing one? No. 没有，有没有？有没有？现在，来 ，let me press。不要紧，用我的嘴巴的叮 today。Okay, I think I want to check your position， 好不好 ？I just want to check your position. I want to check your position. If you sit on your chair, alright. If you sit on the chair yourself, the chair must have a little backrest. Okay, come, Ting Sha. He got no thing, he got Ting Sha. So this is called Ting Sha. The Rinpoche say any musical instrument is say Om Pema Unisha Bema Leompe 7 times. Om Pema Unisha Bema Leompe, Om Pema Unisha Bema Leompe. Om Pema Unisha Bema Leompe, 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 Om Pema Unisha Bema Leompe. Then you think, then whoever hear the sound purify all the 5 negative karma, 5 heinous crime. It's so simple, right? It's can't believe it's just so simple only. I like simple thing, but I like simple and powerful. Simple but not powerful, but powerful. It's like Resetto. That means you draw, you put 7 grams of coffee or 7.5 grams of coffee, you pour up 10 ml. It's just one sip, but the one sip, yes. I'll say this one. Rinpoche once, first time in his life, he went to Italy. So he bought the coffee, very small cup. Rinpoche, so small. So Rinpoche, he said he didn't sleep for 3 days, 3 nights, he like that. He really don't sleep. He said that I was like that. He drank the espresso. So small, how can it be anything? I did. So he said, oh. Because you don't take salt caffeine, they take tea, milk tea. Once you, anything covered with milk, right, it probably reduces the acidity by great amount, maybe at least 70-80%, you know, in terms of percentage. So when you think, right, then you all start doing the thing, then I will check you all. Now I try to do for maybe 5 minutes like that, then I can see. So you count 1. So you don't count 1 first. 1. 2. You feel that like air coming out of it, then 2. 3. So to 10. Once you go to 10, then go back to 1 again. So do until I think. If you until 4, then say, you forgotten what count, go back to 1 again. This is my favorite, you know. My soldier, they count number, do whatever push out, then they forgotten what count, back to 0. All over again. Okay, how about, okay, now sit in a position.